Hey guys, what's up? I'd like to keep you updated with small updates on my Venom build. As you remember, last week I painted my gentle Typhoon fans in black, so I can hide those gray impellers. And as you know, the gentle Typhoon comes with bare cables in 3 colors. It will be very visible, and as much as I hate to do sleeving, I'm trying to avoid it at all costs. Wherever possible, I think I have to do some little sleeving job here and hide those cables in black sleeve. So this is my final result. You can see that I'm not trying to be super neat. I'm using like pretty quick cutting of the sleeve, and this is pretty long heat shrink as well. But I'm not much compulsive obsessive about that. I just want to have it look good. But it's not necessary to be absolutely by millimeter and things like this. So don't consider this as a perfect tutorial how to do things. If you want to see pros working on sleeving, maybe you should go like Luther Customs or any other guys who can show you how to do it correctly. I just show you how to do it really quick. So I already did 2 fans. I'll do 1 fan with you, and after that switch cam and just start working faster without trying to put a perfect angle so you can see what's happening. So let's start working. Right, let me walk you through supplies and tools that I'm going to use in this. First of all, 4mm dark side jet black sleeving. This works really well. We had a video using this sleeve already with the KLEDs, if you remember, in the summer. This 9mm 3-to-1 heat shrink, dark side as well. It has some glue inside, which I really like. A lot of people hate glue because when you adjust hot sleeve, it might become exposed and you can see it. But in my books, it's big benefit because it grips completely strong to whatever you apply it, and nothing will ever move, cables or connectors. So when you're done, it's done, fixed. So that's part I like. So I have some extra pins, because I'm not going to save existing pins, black connector, because the thing is coming with white, and fan itself. And for the tools, scissor for heat shrink, wire cutter to cut wire and expose wires from insulation, and original, very simple Molex crimp tool. It's not as convenient one-step tool because you have to crimp twice. You crimp insulation separate and you crimp bare wire part separate. Takes twice, but actually it works pretty good, so I'm not complaining about that. And of course we have our fans that I'm painted and have this ugly wire. So, alright, as I said, I'm not very precise on how I do things, so I just want to do it fast. That's the reason. So first of all, we cut this connector. It goes to the garbage. And we have all 3 connectors, 3 wires now cut off. Second, I'll just approximately make some lengths for the wire I need to cover. Again, not very precise, just approximate, whatever works. And I compensate for not being perfect with a longer heat shrink. And it doesn't bother me. While I know a lot of people will say, oh, it's not good. Anyways, so make sure you don't not try to remove insulation too early, otherwise it will be really bitch to put have some stuff sticking here. To put wires through the heat shrink, sorry, not heat shrink, through the sleeve itself. So you start a little bit and then you just kind of squish it a little bit. Try to show you, you see? And then you hold and let other part go down. Not too difficult. Trying to show you the cam I'm having here. the awkward position for me, but I hope you can see what's happening. Oh, I already went away from the view. See it, go like this, it goes like that. Here you go. So we're already here. So I can put it. So what we have? A little bit here, almost to the end on this side. So what I need now is a little piece of, let me see how much I used, maybe like centimeter. If you want to be perfect, you better maybe cut everything in advance so it's the same size, but I don't really that compulsive obsessive about the process. And so we just put it through, put it in position, and well, be careful with temperature and heat it not too much, because if you get too excited and start heating it like crazy, you'll get something like this, and I'll show you in a second. I don't know if you can see it, but I put it in a really high and decided to blow it like in 1 second, and you can see that I actually melted, leaving a little bit, so I'll leave it as it is because you would never tell from the distance more than 15 centimeters, but nevertheless, if you want to have it more nicely, watch your temperature. Don't try to burn it like no tomorrow. Okay, now what we need to get a little bit, let me try to sit kind of behind, sorry, the shaking tripod. Okay, I hope you can see. I'll do my best here. Okay, insulation is out. Alright, so you can see all 3 wires now ready for being crimped. I have this crimps. Oops. Right. I have a garbage bin right there. I'm not showing you because it's a lot of stuff there that you don't want to see. But okay, hope we have enough macro here. So you can see that crimp has kind of 2 parts that needs to be bent. The inner part close to my fingers is the one that crimps around the wire core on the metal part, and the second part needs to be crimped on insulation to hold connector. Because if you only crimp on wire portion, it wouldn't hold strong enough, and it's easy to break, like torn crimp out. So this is probably the smallest possible wire, so I'm going to use smallest possible. Okay. You face ends of those crimp thingies down. You see? Just press to the end. And as a result, we have metal part completely crimped. And you see that insulation is between those second crimp portion that needs to be crimped as well. And for that, we're going to use second largest. I hope you can see. Oh, jeez. It takes a little bit of time because position of my hands is absolutely inconvenient at this point. Okay. You see, it's now crimped in insulation, so when you try to pull it, it will hold not only in a wire core. If it's only holds in wire core, it can be easily broken. It's not like you put excessive force on it, but you know, it needs to be done properly. A lot of people just crimp to the metal and it's falling, cables falling apart after. Okay, again, the smallest possible. Part 1 and part 2, the last one. I hope I'm still in cam. No, I'm not. Oh, that's not good, but I'll try to do it for you better this time. Okay. So we restored our crimp thingies. Now, well, this total overuse of heat shrink, I know, but you can do better, of course. Many of you can do better. Alright, the order is those, you see those marks sticking out, so you face them down, and it is first from the left to the right. Yellow, am I still in cam? Yeah. Okay, yellow. Second is red in the middle. And the last one, black in the corner. Okay. Now we're ready to put the final. And what I do, I also put it above connector, which is a little bit tricky because connector kind of big, but I can stretch it a little bit if I try. Actually, it's easy to do when you don't see it really in a weird way, like I see it right now. I'll try to show you. Usually it takes me 5 seconds, but right now it's a little bit harder. Okay, so you can see I put heat shrink above. And the last yeah, that's it. So hopefully guys that give you some idea how it's done. I'm sure you can improve and make it much nicer. But for me, it takes like 3 minutes per fan, and that's all I'm willing to spend on it. And for that you get approximately this result. Okay, alright, so hopefully you enjoy this video, and I will finish those fans and then show you how I mount everything with radiator and shrouds. Thank you for watching, see you soon, peace.